The labor estimating model. Here's a labor estimating model that I use as the first step of computing indirect rates to bid a proposal. What I want to show you is how it's built, so you can easily modify it to fit your own business model. It starts with a list of my employees, their job titles, their pay rates, whether they are exempt or non-exempt, and full-time or part-time. Calculating all this across gives me the column marked monthly salary. In the next section, I identify how they usually charge their time between direct, bid and proposal, overhead, G&A, and leave time. Direct time is the time that I expect them to be working on billable work, meaning they're working on contracts. I'd love it if everyone was 100% direct. Bid and proposal time is the time spent preparing proposals. I'm putting that in because we have to constantly bid new work in order to have work in the future. Overhead is the support time for the technical staff. It could be training time, IT support, special projects, work that doesn't apply to a specific contract but benefits all my contracts by making us more efficient and improving our skills. G&A time is for the time spent on corporate activities. These costs are the cost of running the company itself. There are only a few people that will charge to G&A, and most of the work is accounting or company management. Leave time I've allowed for 9%. That's to cover holidays, vacation, sick time, and other paid time off. You can see that across the top, I've listed a goal of 80%. That's a productivity target used by many service-based government contractors. Now, let's go back over to the section where I have the pay rates, hours worked, and charging percentages. I can change any of these amounts and will affect the productivity percentage shown in yellow. For example, let's put in a few more direct employees in the mix. See if it gets us closer to the 80% productivity. So what this spreadsheet is doing is allowing you to take your workforce and their pay, their charging, and see how your workforce productivity is computing. This model assumes you have plenty of direct contracts with billable work that will cover your employees. Be watchful of people charging to overhead. When they charge to overhead instead of working on direct contracts, you can see how quickly your productivity percentage degrades. Along the bottom of the page, you can see my total salaries. The total amount split out between direct labor, B&P labor, overhead labor, G&A labor, and leave is a labor distribution. We'll use that later when we're estimating indirect rates from the income statement.